Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh, no.
Hey, what up?
Mr. Jasper.
Hello.
Okay, so we have Samuel, we have Eli, we have Adam, we have William,
Yes, we
we
have
have Julian,
people.
Yes.
we have Eli,
What about
we
you?
have
We have
Julian.
Luke.
Wiener
We have
Lewis is
Luke.
here as well.
Okay,
Oh,
did
we're
we
at
mention that we have
Julian?
Yes.
William,
Hey, wait,
everybody
what about
knows Wiener Lewis.
No, nobody does. In fact, nobody who's
Everybody.
watching this understands that joke in the slightest.
Yep.
It's still funny though.
Alright.
Oh, hey, I have a skin, right?
Sam, you stopped live streaming.
I did. Question. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Action, stop that. Sorry, somebody else gotta do it.
Oh,
Maybe.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Adam.
Why is I don't not have flash on?
I can do it, but my game is probably just gonna die.
That's fair. I'll
Go
take
go
it.
Echo, Adam.
Alright. So, Bible teachers, to start off this podcast, I will be reading through chapter 3 of James in the message version, often abbreviated to MSG.
and then
Why?
Peter
Hey,
said,
we gotta fill this 40 minutes somehow, guys.
Chapter Chapter 3.
Oh no.
on audiobook.com.
William is not a
Oh wait, what did I bring? Did I
Wait,
bring
guys,
the
shut
red
up. I'm
stuff?
reading.
Okay.
Don't be in any rush to finish the podcast, my friends. Podcasting is highly responsible. Don't be in any rush to become a teacher, my friends. Teaching is highly responsible work. Teachers are held to the strictest standards at Mr. Jasper and Mr. Ammon. And none of us is perfectly what? And none of us is perfectly qualified.
Yes.
We get it wrong nearly every time we open our mouths.
Mhm.
That's not true. We have good teachers.
That's wrong.
Yeah, some of them.
Oh no.
You know, I was just trying to prove what you were saying wrong, not your content of what you were saying
Oh,
wrong, and I
okay.
realized now what I said, and I'm like, oh, wait.
Yeah, we are
Thank
literally
God.
doing this
Is that
for
a
the
polar
teachers.
bear?
So, if you could find someone whose speech was perfectly true, you'd have a perfect person in perfect control of life.
hmm
A bit in the mouth of a horse controls the whole horse.
You know, we should
A
probably
small-
talk about the first section first.
That's a joke.
No.
Eli,
wait,
I will
no.
banish you out of this chat, and you will fail your James
Sam,
discussion.
my plan was
Okay.
to read through the whole thing out loud first, then go back and discuss
No,
parts.
no,
Ah,
no, no,
okay,
no.
that makes
Let him
sense.
finish. Let him finish this paragraph. and
Let
then
me
we'll
continue.
Talk about the first one.
A bit in the mouth of a horse controls the JoJo. A small rudder on a huge ship in the hands of a skilled captain sets a course in the face of the strongest winds. A word out of your mouth may seem of no account, but it can accomplish
accent.
nearly anything, or destroy it. It only takes a spark,
Okay,
remember,
wait, no, William.
to set off a
Let's
forest
talk about
fire.
it.
A careless
talk
or
about it.
wrongly placed word out of your
Hey,
mouth can do
hey,
that.
William.
By our
William.
speech, we can ruin the
William.
whole
William.
world, turn
William.
harmony to chaos.
William.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about the first paragraph, and then you can continue.
Oh, so we're discussing this paragraph at a time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've already read 2.5 paragraphs.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna consider that all one paragraph.
Congratulations.
Let's just go back to the first paragraph and talk about that.
So, teaching.
Yes.
Don't be a teacher if you
Being
aren't
a teacher
perfect.
sucks
That's
on
correct.
every level. That's what that's saying.
That's correct. Yeah,
Wait.
so teachers have to give information to people, and if their information is wrong, it's like, uh-oh.
Oh
You
no.
know. It's like worse than if you're just regularly talking to someone. So you
Yeah.
gotta be perfect if you're a teacher. Which is why Mr. Jasper and Mr. Ammon are perfect.
That is exactly.
Please
right.
give us credit.
Please, give us the A. We said you're perfect.
And that'll be 5 points extra credit. I'm now gonna mute my mic for about 5 seconds while I eat a tortilla chip.
One, two.
So, for me, I kind of think like this verse is kind of, well, not verse, but like, this thing is kind of saying like,
Any questions?
that like, teachers are held at such a high standard, and like to make sure that like kids actually learn and understand what they teach. That's why they mentioned that teaching is highly responsible work. It's work that like needs to.
And also, you gotta remember that in the context that we're talking about here, teachers weren't teachers weren't just for kids. They were for like adults, and they were basically the people that led like the entire religious order of that time as rabbis.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're
rabbis
saying
was
by
a highly
teachers.
respected role in this time. In fact, I'm actually gonna refer to the NIV and ESV and see if it uses the word rabbi by any chance.
Okay.
I think it's also teachers are accountable to God for what they teach to other people. So if they're doing false teachings, they're in big trouble.
No, it just says teachers in the two translations, not rabbis.
Well, that's kind of the context.
Alright, no, I get that. They still are seen as teachers, but yeah.
Rabbi means teacher in Hebrew, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus' speech is perfectly true, and he has a perfect person and perfect control of life.
Perfect control of life.
I think rabbis like messed up on a lot
the
of stuff,
boss
even though they were like revered.
Yeah.
I feel like we get it wrong nearly every time we open our mouths is a pretty big statement. Although I guess for teaching at that time, maybe? I don't know.
Depends on what they're teaching.
That's true. It's like in a math lesson, not necessarily. Like if you're teaching about the Bible and big things about God, there's probably something there and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, with teachers about around that time, it's probably a lot more pressure given to them on stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. So are we all in agreement on that? Like,
Yeah, teachers are very important, even now, but they were even more important then, of course.
yeah.
Right.
They didn't have other
I mean,
resources.
there's still hard teachers, but like overall, the teachers back then.
Yeah, and they're also like super important because we still have other resources to learn things online. Whereas back then they had to do the teachers also.
Yeah, I don't think James took into account the internet.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have it.
I highly doubt that he was able to.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, James sounds like the kind of person who has access to time travel and has done it several times.
Yes, definitely. Are we good to move on to the second paragraph?
James is just a home dog.
Eli. Ugh, jeez.
Okay.
Eli, no. Or, no, not Eli, Julian. Your planner just killed me.
What do I do about the
Adam, can you stream?
Me?
Yes.
Or
Julian.
I cannot.
I don't think my computer can handle it.
It literally is not letting me.
Yeah, it's this channel.
Yeah, it's the channel that won't let
Alright, cool. Well,
tentacles are freaking annoying.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what Eli does.
if we're all in agreement about the first paragraph, let's move on to the second and discuss that.
Alright.
A bit in the mouth of a horse controls the whole horse.
Oh no.
I
Yes.
mean, what it means by that is the thing that you know, the
Yeah.
reins are connected to. That for
Right.
doesn't know.
A small
Yeah.
rudder.
That
In
little
case-
horses.
A small rudder on a huge ship in the hands of a skilled captain sets a course in the face of the strongest winds. A word out of your mouth may seem of no account, but they can accomplish nearly anything, or destroy it. So, in case you didn't know, this is clearly a JoJo's reference.
Please no.
Please don't. Nobody gets that joke.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
people
that
here
makes
get it, but teachers don't.
No,
So,
that's exactly why.
I will stay away from that. At suggest for Mr. Emmett, it's a
Don't.
It's dumb.
I'm not gonna go into it. Never mind. So, let's see.
Wait, what does he mean by you have control of the whole horse if you bit in the mouth?
So the bit is like the little metal
It's the
thing.
thing that connects it to the rein. You know how when you pull up on the reins, it stops the horse when you like giddy up the rein. You know.
What is he saying? Like if you have a bit in your mouth, the horse is good at teaching.
No, it's a different section.
It just,
in
it
NIV
just
and
shows,
ESV
like,
version.
as long as you have like self-control, like you'll be fine. Like it's just like the rubber piece in the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Where
Can I read the NIV version for a little bit of clarification?
Sure.
Okay.
It says, after the ship part, it says, likewise, the tongue is a very small part of the body, but makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue is also a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body.
Yeah,
It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. So it's comparing the tongue to... like how if you put a bit in the mouth of a horse or a rudder on the ship, you can control the whole thing. And so if we can control our tongue, we can control all of us. Which actually relates back to the last paragraph, where he talks about teachers and how if you find anybody who... Yeah. If you find anybody who talks...
Careful about what they say, I guess.
Oh, and also, if you find anybody who talks perfectly, then it's like a perfect person. And so if you can control your tongue, you can control the whole rest of yourself.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's what it's saying. Anybody else have anything to add on to that, or just tell me I'm entirely wrong?
That it means that one of the reasons the teacher's job is so hard is because they have to both spread the true information, but they also have to guard their mouths from saying something wrong, even though they're not correct.
Right. Something wrong, and like you can mess with them up because they'll believe something is not correct.
That's
careful, my laner's gone.
Yeah.
She's done.
Oh, that's my laner too. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm coming.
They don't know where we are. They just didn't know where we were.
Besides the screaming cloud.
Well, they knew we were there. They just didn't know where in the cloud.
Do you guys have any tips for not getting smacked like nipples?
Pray.
And
dodge.
My soul sucked out. How did I dodge? My guy is super slow.
You move to the left or right.
I know.
That's just what you do. I don't
Okay.
really. Yeah.
Okay.
Run, boy.
Okay. Hey.
By the time I'm done here,
Alright, so ready for paragraph 3?
Yes.
How many more paragraphs are there?
1,
Did he ult me or?
2,
Thanks for the help.
3,
Oh, that's where they went. Okay.
4.
They left for 2 seconds.
Did he ult me too, or did I ult him?
We have 5 paragraphs left that we can go back and discuss it all, the whole stuff. It only takes a spark, remember, to set off a forest fire. A careless or wrongly placed word out of your mouth can do that. By our speech, we can ruin the whole world, turn harmony to chaos, throw mud on a reputation, send the whole world up in smoke, and go up in smoke with it, smoke right from the pit of hell. Now, let me read that last sentence again. I think I worded it.
It's just saying if you spread false information, you can really screw things up.
Yeah, or not just false information, but a careless placed word.
Yeah,
so, like, if you say something...
If you don't pay attention to what you're telling other people.
Yeah, like if you say something unkind or something.
That kind of goes back to what I was saying about teachers, how they have to really guard against that. Because they're, like, the most watched people, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
There he is.
What the frick is that?
So we know the on the Bible app, this section is called Taming the Tongue. Or when you open your mouth.
That makes sense.
I think this whole thing is about making sure you have care in what you say because of how important it is, especially for like teachers and stuff.
Pretty easy to say, just if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything.
Yeah,
that's a pretty simplified version of what we're looking at here.
This is somewhat nullified because of freedom of speech. So we still need to watch what we say. Pretty much.
Sorry about this, guys.
You can say anything, but watch out because you might say something that would hurt someone, I guess.
Yes.
Careful, my laner's like...
Technically you can't say anything, but yeah.
That was a very confusing sentence. What?
That's it.
You can't say anything?
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to say, like, I'm gonna kill the president, you know?
Well, no, you can say that.
Action
you just
may
said
be
it.
taken against you, but there's no, like, law.
Yeah.
They'd probably watch you a little closer when you're, like, walking towards the president, but, like, they can't arrest you for saying that. In other places, they can very much arrest you for saying that.
I thought that you...
No.
Let me Google this.
Alright,
for
this
research
is not
purposes.
This is not a freedom of speech exercise. This is a James discussion.
I feel like it's kind of like, watch what you say. You shouldn't go and be like, oh, I'm a Christian, but I hate you.
Yeah, you gotta.
You're the worst thing on planet Earth.
You gotta back up with what you say with your actions. Don't be a hypocrite.
Yeah, don't go and start fires.
Also, don't be a mean person, because that's also bad.
Yeah.
Also help.
Yeah, like there's nothing we can really do against.
You know,
next paragraph?
Yeah, next paragraph.
Alright, let's see. This is scary. You can tame a tiger, but you can't tame a tongue. It's never been done. The tongue runs wild like a wanton... That's a Membian word. Wanton killer. Like, actually, I just ran into that.
Yes.
With our tongues, we bless God, our Father. With the same tongues, we curse the very men and women He made. Yeah. Curses and blessings out the same mouth. Well, that's probably true. The tongue has never been tamed.
I feel like it's kind of it's still saying like watch what you say. You shouldn't curse and bless with the same mouth.
It's saying tongues are whack.
Oh
yeah.
Also, for clarification, wanton means of a cruel or violent action, deliberate and unprovoked. So just like I don't know, like why the heck you do that? It was intentional.
Spontaneous.
So. Yeah, so the tongue runs around killing people intentionally, but like spontaneously.
Because you can.
Yeah, it just sort of happens sometimes.
And stuff slips out, and there's also intentional stuff, I think is what it's getting at.
Yeah.
Even, I think it's what it's saying is sometimes the most harmful things you can say are things you don't think about. Like, just, like, it comes out because you're mad or whatever, right?
Yeah, like the whole running wild.
And then that can be, like, detrimental to a relationship because you just, like, didn't think for a second.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That makes sense. Oh, jeez. I'm coming to you on.
Sorry.
It's...
I don't know how to do anything. It's so loud. Probably just because I suck at my experience, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
This might be a FF at 15 sort of.
Nah.
I think we're
0 and 14. Nah.
No, this is...
Enemy double kill.
This might
Are you guys winning?
Dang, Matt's really doing good. Probably
That's not Matt.
Okay.
That's
Ryan.
That's Ryan.
Ryan is sleek stat?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
No, I've kept my ADC
I was about to
alive.
say, I was like, I thought you guys said Matt wasn't good.
He isn't.
No, he isn't. I should have won, but he got babysat by his entire team.
You guys ready for the next paragraph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. My friends, this cannot go on. A spring doesn't fetch fresh water one day, and brackish the next, does it?
That did a lot.
Apple trees don't bear strawberries, do they? Raspberry bushes don't bear apples, do they? You're not going to dip into a polluted mud hole and get a cup of clear, cool water, are you? That's a lot of questions. Are you?
Oh my gosh, those stupid...
I'm not.
Yeah, I feel like it seems like this whole passage is going after the same thing. Kind of like, don't try to be like an engager, someone that ignites problems and like starts them, you know?
As a teacher, people look up to you and you need to resolve problems.
Yeah, no, I get that. Careful with what you say.
And if you start problems, you'll just lose people's trust.
Be accurate to what you're saying you're believing in and stuff, and don't go around saying like, "Oh, I love Jesus," and then like,
you won't have
"Oh, but I hate everything and people," you know?
Yeah.
Don't try to get clear water from a polluted mud hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is interesting because, like, we should be blessing God and stuff. I think it's more criticizing against the fact that we're... I think it's saying that we shouldn't be, and the fact that we shouldn't be, blessing God and, cursing people with the same mouth. It's more saying eliminate the cursing than it is, like, pick one or the other.
Well, yeah, I feel like
hey, first kill of the game.
Hey. I feel like it is like it is directed to
Alawi got me with her E.
Ryan's got me like 7.
10 and 0 out. Ooh boy.
Yeah.
I got a question, guys. Do I upgrade my W next or my E next?
E.
Really? But don't I want my W? Isn't stun important?
Yes, but we talked about this. It's just stun comes up more. It's not gonna do anything much.
Okay.
You know, I did try to help. Well, do we have any more to discuss, or are we good?
Yeah, we do. I think I'll clarify. In the Bible, this thing split up into a different section. We move from when you open your mouth to live well, live wisely. So this is a slightly different topic, and it's kind of moving on from the
Are you
last
saying
whole
that,
tongue and mouth
if
thing.
you're a good teacher, you're living wisely?
Not necessarily. We can dive into that as after I read this next couple paragraphs.
Right.
Do you want to be counted wise to build a reputation for wisdom? Here's what you do. Live well, live wisely, live humbly. It's the way you live, not the way you talk, that counts. Mean-spirited ambition isn't wisdom. Boasting that you are wise isn't wisdom. Twisting the truth to make yourself sound wise isn't wisdom. It's the furthest thing from wisdom. It's animal cunning, devilish conniving. Whenever you're trying to look better than others, twisting the truth to make yourself sound wise.
Doesn't it say that you should get thrown with the rock into the ocean if you're lying?
My blood still flows.
If you make
Not
children.
right here, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, like another.
Oh, probably. That seems right. I mean, don't lie is generally a good principle to live by.
Yeah. I like. It seems like right now James is trying to tell us like kind of focus on the things that are like wise and true. Don't try to go after things that will like damage reputations and that will won't say things that are true and things that will help, not just things that will benefit yourself.
Right.
Don't
Well, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Don't be cheap and don't lie just to sound smarter and better.
Don't say big words if you don't know what they mean.
Wise. Yeah.
Right. Be wise, don't say you're wise. Okay, the last sentence is, whenever you're trying to look better than others or get better than others, things fall apart and everyone ends up with the other's throats. So don't try to push yourself up and make yourself sound like some really smart person. Just, legitimately be wise is what it says.
Yeah,
it says, here's what you do. Live well, live wise, live humbly.
Yeah, or
just...
Like, don't try and say something you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, be wise. Don't push yourself up with something you're not. Don't lie about yourself.
I'm here to save
You want to read the last paragraph and discuss it all as a whole?
How do I do the
General thoughts and
again?
comments? Anything controversial we want to discuss?
Oh, I see.
No, just read the last paragraph.
Okay. Real wisdom, God's wisdom, begins with a holy life and is characterized by getting along with others. It is gentle and reasonable, overflowing with mercy and blessings, not hot one day and cold the next, not two-faced. You can develop a healthy, robust community that lives right with God and enjoy its results only if you do the hard work of getting along with each other, treating each other with dignity and honor. This concludes our reading of James chapter 3. For more readings of Bible passages, you can turn into Audible.
You are audible, William.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Anyways, do we have any foresights? Want to have like a little summary like we usually do?
fought for my life.
An enemy is legendary.
Just teach, don't lie, tell the truth, because teachers are in a poor position, but don't tell the truth and people will cause confusion and would not be respected God.
Yeah. Try to always be truthful. Don't try to twist words that are wise. Try to be wise, not acting wise. You know?
Yeah.
Because acting and being are two completely different things. I could, like, you know, there's people out there who can really act and who are not actually Christian, don't actually follow the beliefs like they should. I feel like you should. Try to be as truthful and as true as you can. Don't try to twist.
Nice.
Don't try to twist the words of God. Use them and be wise.
Oh, there goes Eli. Look at him go.
Good job. Actually, this is a good job from Eli. Because we can hold base and then he just split pushes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Probably not going in on the. Otherwise. Or? Is he gonna win? Oh!
Alright.
One.
Eli. Don't trust your luck.
Don't.
Okay. Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh, he hit
Senna.
Almost.
You did good. Not even gonna lie.
Nice. I
You
got
guys
like
winning?
all their towers, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah.
You guys won?
No.
No.
Not yet, but
No,
we're
getting-
somehow tied. It is
Alright. Oh,
8
nice.
to 27.
I did not do good against that Alawi guy, though.
Yeah, no.
We
I
noticed.
got sucked against him. I got my butt just
We felt it.
smacked.
Yeah, we physically felt it.
So I think main things we've taken away from this is
Carry this to
James tells us to be careful with what we say because it can have a big effect, especially if people are trying to teach others. And don't try to live a false life. Have real wisdom and work on getting that. Don't lie your way up to heaven or fake wisdom to show up to other people.
Can you lie your way up to heaven though?
No.
Not to heaven. You can lie your way up to showing off your fake wisdom and making people think that you're smart. Which is what James is telling you not to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems like a
James
pretty
is
good idea.
a smart guy, you know. Everyone's
Yeah.
trying to trust
Yeah, I
this
think he
one
is.
guy who's just
Pretty
like,
smart.
that guy's a real homer.
Uh huh.
hmm
That's English.
Yep, James is a hoe. Thank you, Eli.
I wonder if James knew Lena Lewis.
Probably not.
But everybody knows him.
No?
Everyone knows him.
Everybody knows Wiener Lewis.
Alright, and that's where we end.